Well, I'm on the farm here this morning. We're into December 2021. Uh, I've got a hay customer coming. Actually, I've got 3 hay customers coming this morning, and it's cold. I got an old chair here full of ladybugs, actually. I'll get that cleaned out and I'll sit out here in the sun until they come. But I thought before they come, I would show you where we're at on hay here in December. Let's see if I can figure out what day it is. Let me look at my phone. December the 12th. Today is December the 12th. So, I've got my freeze-dried second cutting from our west field stacked up in here. And this is some first cutting left over. And right there's some first cutting left over to the 348 John Deere 42 pan kicker. And then from our east field, this is our freeze-dried second cutting. And this is freeze-dried second cutting. And this is what I've set aside for customers that I know will come and pick up the hay. And let's see. Yeah, that's about it. I got just a little handful of bales over here. A customer that's coming. One customer that's coming today is going to get some of this first cutting, and we'll get into some of that stuff over there if they need it. And then the other 2 customers are coming for second cutting hay. And had a guy interested in a pretty good sized quantity. He could have taken all of this second cutting, and like most people, just about every time when somebody says I can probably take all you got, they're not going to show. And I ain't heard anything from him, and I don't hold hay for perfect strangers. You got to be a reliable year in, year out customer before I'll hold any hay. And that usually doesn't happen because they just come and get their hay. So what I'm gonna do is stop right here for just a bit, let the customers come, and we'll just see how much hay I move out today. While I'm waiting, I got me a beverage here and a trading post. You know, there's no internet out here around this barn, so when I'm waiting on customers, a lot of times I'm reading stuff like this or gawking at brochures. And I've got my sales book here, and one thing I do to keep track of hay sales is let me get this. I have a little book, and what happens is when we're throwing hay down, it can get pretty helter-skelter because a lot of times a customer will bring family with them and everybody wants to grab hay, and it's all good. But basically what I do is I say, you know, we're going to throw down 10 bales at a time, and you know, and then I put a mark down 20, 30, 40, 50, and so on. And that way I can kind of keep track of what's going on with the hay in an orderly way. And I've had to actually scold a couple of hay customers to say, hey, just don't be, let's manage the hay count as we put it on, because, you know, everybody stacks hay differently. And just about every time, you know, even with repeat customers, they stack their hay, and it's different every time. There's one guy that comes, he probably comes about every other year. He's got a prescribed method to stack hay. He gets the most hay on a truck I've ever seen. And I'll come back to you. All right, sorry about that. One of my customers texted me about whether to turn left or right to get into the place. So wanted to make sure they weren't standing at the gate. Anyway, this guy has he has a way of getting hay on his truck, and you know, it's impressive the way he has it all figured out, and he can strap it in and just go way up high on a, you know, an 8-foot bid pickup truck. So again, let me take a seat out here, and I'll after the hay customers come, I'll come back and we'll continue this December 2021 hay update. All right, the first customer's leaving. I don't know if you can see them going out through there, heading up through the gate, and they got 50 bales. We sell a lot of hay, just 50 bales at a time, and that suits me just fine. And so they cleaned out this spot right here, and then they started into this area right here. And I got another customer coming. I think they're going to get 40 bales of this. And like I said, this hay I'm holding for a long time reliable customer. And then the third customer's coming for first cutting hay, anywhere from 50 to 75 bales to bring it, depending on what kind of trailer they got. So I'll come back. All right, so the second hay customer came in, and they cleared out 40 bales out of here, and I don't know if you can see them or not, but they're heading up the road. They've got a flatbed truck that, what it is, it's a U-Haul van body truck that the fella bought, and the van body had damage to it. I don't know what happened to it, but they basically cut the van body off, and they were left with a really nice flatbed truck. And so already this morning we've cleared out that hay, and this hay, 40 bales. And then the previous customer, like I said, took 50 bales. And so the next customer is going to take first cutting hay, so it'll either be out of that corner or over here or over here. So I'll come back. Oh, by the way, let's see if you can see it. There's my scorecard. So like I say, I throw down 10 bales at a time so we can kind of keep up with what's going on, you know, with the hay. So all right, let me take a short break here, and hopefully third customer will be along in a little bit, and I'll show you what they've taken, and talk a little bit more about our hay update for December 2021. All right, so the third customer that came today is pulling out, and they've got a horse trailer, and pulling up the gate. Anyway, they got 75 bales of first cutting I had left, and we basically depleted the stack over there I pointed to earlier, and the stack over here I pointed to earlier. These are all bottom bales that I had pulled up and just laid over there. And then I got a little first cutting right here. Now, while this customer was here, I had another customer, a potential customer, that was interested in like 175 of these second cutting bales. And they talked like they were going to come today and buy some. I didn't hear anything, and while we were backing this person into the barn, they texted me and said they'd be coming they're traveling through the area, and they'd be here in this area in about 3 hours. They wanted to know if they could come look at the hay. So I texted them back, and I told them I'm not sure I'm going to have, 175 of these bales right here, maybe 100, but I need to go check my internet. I don't have internet over here, and so I'll come back and we'll finish this video. 3 customers and 90 bales of second cut have gone out, and 75 bales of first cut, and the day's not over, so we'll see. I'll be back. All right, so not sure where I left off. It's been a lot of flurry of activity going on. It's 3:30 and almost 3:30 in the afternoon now, and as the hay customer that said I want 175 bales. If I mentioned it earlier, I'm going to mention it again. While the lady was backing in, the hay customer was backing in, I stopped and told him that I hadn't heard from him, and I'd probably be lucky if I got 100 bales. So I checked my phone when I got through with the last segment clip of this video before this one, and the text I sent him didn't go through. So I walked over to a place where I knew there was a good signal, and it went through, and he got right back to me and said I'd want to come look at them anyway. So I don't know. I've got 100 bales here without a doubt. I got 100 bales here without a doubt, and the only reason there's a break right here between these bales and these bales over here is these are the bales that came from our east field, so they would have a little bit of preservative on them. My battery's about to die. Let me change out my battery and I'll keep going. All right, so I got another battery in here, and what I was saying is this hay will have a little bit of preservative on it, and I believe that these bales right here on the very end, they might be something misshaped. They may be some of the bales that had some leaves in it, as I recall, but certainly all of these bales right in here are pretty good hay, but they might have a little preservative in them. So we have sold out of hay before. I mean, like every single bale, no bottom bales, no misshaped bales like that. We have sold out. I learned the hard way. It's been a number of years now, but I kind of learned the hard way that you want to keep a handful of bales for spring, so you can run them through the baler, and make sure your knotters are working. One year I thought I was going to have to buy hay to just make a dry run on my baler, and but I didn't. I took a chance and just went ahead and cut a field, and I said, well, at that time it was almost brand new, and so I said it ought to work. If it don't, the dealer ought to give me something to replace it with. So we did get a second cut, although it was late, and we had a pretty good yield on it for this farm. I think it probably could have been better if I'd have put fertilizer down, without a doubt. But it was so dry, after our first cutting of hay, which was, we were late getting that first cutting of hay, so late, and then it turned dry. I just didn't think I was going to get a second cutting at all. So this hay, it just brings a premium price, and I'm not going to reveal my pricing, but let me just say it's exceptional hay, and it's bringing a nice return. And the nice thing about it is I don't have anything in it except diesel and my time, and I didn't fertilize, so pretty much what you got here is just 100% profit off of our fields, and that's really nice considering our yield has been down on our first cut because of the weather and that kind of thing. It's just been, everybody's had a real difficult year haying. Another thing I'm hearing, the 3 customers that came today, one of them's a return customer. The other one is, the second one was kind of a return customer. They return like every other year. And the third one was a new customer, and they came a fair piece to get here. And they, 2 of the 3 were basically telling me that people that they buy hay from don't have any. So I think that the supply is tightening significantly, because I think a lot of people, instead of making squares that would have made squares, rolled up their hay after the first cut went so mature. And we lowered the price on our first cutting because it was past mature, and so we're kind of making it up a little bit with this hay. And I'll do another video on I've got a video I want to do on their farm business plan for 2022, and I'll probably do a hay prediction video. But integral to that will be the prices of fertilizer, which is just obscene right now. And I don't know if I mentioned it in any of my other videos, but typically I'll pre-buy fertilizer, but the co-op that I buy fertilizer from this year, they're not who they buy fertilizer from, they're not quoting anything because the price changes daily and it's going up. So they won't give them a quote here in the early part of December for fertilizer, that they'll get everybody's orders, and then like December 31st, the co-op will place their order, which is generally a lot of fertilizer, because so many farmers are throwing in together to get a better price. And just that 3 weeks, 4 weeks time frame is enough that the fertilizer suppliers are saying, we're not gonna honor any pricing. So there's no pre-buy this year. All right, let me set this camera down a little bit, and we'll talk again here shortly. All right, so the hay customer was coming, just texted and said he turned around, and he was not going to come, and but he wants the hay. He says he wants the hay. He wants to mail me a check. I don't know. So we're done selling hay here. It's Sunday night, and with my day job and daylight savings time, I won't be selling any hay in the dark like this. And so it's really better he didn't come. And but he's next in line for the hay, so told him next Saturday afternoon I'd hold it until next Saturday afternoon. And that's really not a problem, because Monday through Friday we won't be selling any hay, and then I got some fish to fry next Saturday morning, so I'm really only available Saturday afternoon, so it's not like it's putting me out. But if he doesn't come or blinks, somebody else will get the hay. So I'm gonna pick this video. I'm gonna continue this video next Saturday, and we'll see how it goes. So the hay update will, when I come back, will be next Saturday, and continue this hay update. All right, well, I'm back on the farm here this afternoon. It's Sunday, December the 19th, and I've been wrestling with this hay customer from West Virginia since the previous clip here. A week has passed. He was supposed to come yesterday. Yesterday was a washout, so I told him he could come today, and he just told me he was heading this way, so I made my way out here to the barn so I could meet up with him. And this is what I got left. I added another 25 to that stack for a long-time customer, and so I got some hay there. Got a few loose bales there. I don't know what kind of bale that is. And then I got hay down here. This is all pretty good stuff. And so I'm hoping he's going to take quite a bit of it. Some of this hay right in here is not quite as perfect, but should be enough here to make a decent load. I probably don't have as much as he wanted. I think he wanted a whole lot more than this. And really the reason I'm sticking with this guy is because there is potential for repeat business in some larger quantities. I think he's basically taking my hay and adding some money to it, selling it to somebody else, to other people. So anyway, I'm going to move the John Deere here, and we'll see if he comes, and then I'll kind of wrap up this hay update. All right, so the customer came, and he's making his way out. You can probably see him right there, and had a nice Dodge truck with a flat bed on it. And he took 85 bales, and so we peeled off what was left on this stack, and then these were some loose bales I mentioned earlier. And then we took hay from over in here and back, and we actually encountered a couple of moldy bales of hay, which really surprised me. Right there, that was like the only place. So I don't know if I got a leak up there, or that was just a more damp patch of hay. I just don't know. But so we just got a little bit of hay left, and then I got a customer who's going to pick up hay down there. They're reliable customers. They'll be here for that, no problem. And so our hay season is really, we're just almost sold out here, and it's been a 2021, I think, not just haymakers in this area, but haymakers from all over. It's been a very, very difficult season, and but you know, luckily we were able to move our hay, and you know, we were lucky to get a second cutting. This hay was baled. The last of it was baled November the 9th, you know, and here we are in December the 19th, almost at the end of the year. And so I need to pull my John Deere in, and I've got some other fish to fry today. It was cold this morning, but it's I mean, it's still cold, but it's warmed up some. And anyway, we've got some other fish to fry, and that's kind of the hay update for December 2021. Kind of long, and Appreciate you sticking with us through the year. I'll just throw in a little tease on something else that's coming up, and I'll give you a few hints. It's red, but it's not Massey Ferguson. And I wrote a check for it the other day, and I'll just leave it at that. Stay tuned. More videos coming. Appreciate you watching, and subscribe, hit the like button, comment, and we'll talk to you later.